adventure, almost like a capitalistic type of adventure. We're going to I think we should hop on the space shuttle. So let's all cleanse ourselves, get our frequencies together, and our energies up there because we have some exploring to do. We're going to the Grammy Awards that already happened. So we're going to go backtrack in time a little bit. Backtrack. We need a little analysis. Something's going on. And I think that if we use our collective frequencies and energies, we have the answer. And you know what the answer is? Well, if you think about it, if you think about marriage, a state of marriage, usually the husband is very possessive of the wife and vice versa. However, when you see something different from that, aka West and his naked wife, something gets caught in your throat and you go, and it's supposed to be in a shock factor. But think about this, Mystic Moon listeners, and thank you again for joining subscribers and for visitors alike, because let's use our intuitive sense. Now, as we said, husband and wife, they feel certain ways about each other. Possessive, for my eyes only, right? Now, when a couple goes against this, now you can say that, they're exhibitionists, they're this, they're that, but wait a minute, we're talking about the very wealthy, who doesn't seem to do too much, Ye West, and his missus, who, look at me. All right, fine. Oddities, eccentricness seems to go with cash, with money. The more money you are, the more allowance you have. But wait a minute. Just wait a minute let's just get on this. Let's buckle up our seatbelts and put on our psychic caps and think for a moment. Let's think rationally. All right. Let's think rationally as we zoom around the stratosphere of celebrityness. I'd even go to Ye West's planet, but we don't have to. Because, what if, we all know about clones, right? Clones. And we've heard the word sleeves. Sleeves are clones that don't have a long lifespan. They're there for a purpose. Now, we know sleeves have been made for since the 70s or 80s. It's nothing new. And they've been doing with sheep, goats, pigs, things like that. But of course, they've also been doing with humans without too much speculation, but that's a whole other thing. But we can, for this purposes, we can say, yes, they went up the food chain. Now, and there's been many, 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 many interviews of celebrities who say they have been cloned. And their IQ or psychic or psychological disposition could be disputed, or you could say this and that. But that aside all that, we're talking about pure biology, all right? Pure biology. Now we do know that Elon Musk and Ye West are buddies. A long time. And we do know what Elon Musk loves. He loves the robots. And he has some 18K to 35K ones for you that look like nightmares. However, not every robot has to look like crap. Look like a Ken doll with none of the Kenness in it, right? 5'8", no gut, no tits, no this, no that, just black and white. Now that's just too utilitarian, but that's just there for us. Now we do know that sex robots exist. And why would televised Grammy put a nude human on display when they could very well show, look at what you can buy. Look at what you can buy. You can buy this. Tits, ass, legs, crack up the backside. Yes, all those things. Look at this. Nipples, everything is human. And look, it even has a frightened human look, not confidence, not swag, not this. Of course, you can look like anything. But right now, this is this model Look at it, front, back, sideways. It walks, it talks. It even appears to breathe. Now, what if that? Now, let's do a reading and see if. Now, people, going back to the clone factor, the clones. Now, what if the actual Mrs. and Mrs. were sitting comfortably someplace else, far, far away, and their active duty replacers or stand ins, fill ins, digital things, twins, were out doing the work? Now, why wouldn't, I'm trying to say is, how is Yay Mess, that's a good one, Yay West making his do re mi? Could it be sex robot? Hee hee. Remember that sign from Michael Jackson? Hee hee. So let's take this. Let's take this little investigation and find out if Ye West was a clone. His clone was doing the work, and more or less his wife Bianca is a sex robot model. Why not? Why not? You know, when someone shows you something, you have to use your imagination and think, why? This could be, what better marketing than you get with the Grammys? And those two, they'd be down for it. Down for it. Down for it. Down for it. How much money would they get for such a thing? Right? She's too much into, it's too put on. There's a marketing. He's always selling something in real life. The real Ye West is always selling something. No musician is going to do something without cash revenue. Really. And they loved, and why should you think a musician should be delegated to like a TV commercial that is selling hot dogs or cheese when they could be selling sex in a robot? What better? That's what I say. What better? So let's just see. The possibility, and we're all, because I know nothing, no business deals or anything like that about this matter. I'm just using my intuitive, what if? What if this was a ploy to sell sex robots? Even the way the clone, the human Ye West was looking at his missus on stage. Now, why all that theater? Could be that the clone just woke up and went, look at this. And this robot was like, Could be. You don't know. We don't know. However, we can use our energies to use our energies, our sense to think about. That's a good possibility. They could be selling a sex robot. A sex robot. Let's see this. Okay. I just want to make sure they're not. Okay, now. The first thing we get is the Five of Swords. Well, that already seems like a sticky situation. They could be keeping the real Ye West someplace else and having his clone go out and do all the work. Five of Swords. Right? The Five of Swords. That seems almost like somebody's held in bondage, doesn't it? I don't mean walking around naked. I mean, we came into this world naked and we'll leave naked. Even though the funeral parlor insists upon putting some kind of clothes on us, even for the cremation. Then we got strength. Strength. In other words, buckle up. We can do this. We can do this. We can pull this off. You think about the attention, the event of the Grammys. People watch. Sex robot. The main thing is to sell the sex robot. The Three of Cups. Oh, what a hit. What a hit. You nailed it. You got it nailed. You nailed it. The Three of Cups. Sex robot. Where else can you find such a platform, so much advertisement, so much viewership than on a night of the Grammys? Right? Sex robot. His wife, Bianca. And we have the Six of Wands. That could be the Grammys itself. The Six of Wands, using all the insiders knew about it. That's why they allowed it to be photographed. There's no decency when it comes to machines. A sex robot serves a purpose. A purpose. And that's what they could, and such a lifelike one too. How much could it be sold for? And the Four of Wands. Oh, this is such a happy one. Such a happy one. The Four of Wands. The Four of Wands. It works, it works, it works. Do they have to even advertise it? No, just the insiders know that it is a sex robot. A sex robot. It's programmed to do this, this, and that. And it did it. It did it. It did it. And then we have the Sun. Ah, ecstasy. I think we nailed it. It seems as though we've nailed it. The Sun, such a good sale. Can you imagine how many people would love to deal with a sex robot deal to that detail? I think you got a hit. A hit. A hit. Now, the one thing we could see about is, and we seem to have affirmation about Mr. and Mrs. And we have, let's see, it all seems to answer itself. The Sun, Four of Wands, the Six of Wands, the Three of Cups, Strength. And this first card was like servitude, like the Five of Cups, Five of Swords, rather. The Five of Swords. Ooh, the Five of Swords. Meaning, let's check the Five of Swords out a little bit. Like, it really feels to me that we might as well stick with felines. It seems to me that the deal of selling a sex robot is definitely on the right track. Right track. Look at all that. The Sun, the Four of Wands, the Six of Wands, the Three of Cups, and Strength. If you could pull it off, babe, perhaps you could get out of this Five of Swords. Five of Swords. Maybe you won't have to go to jail with Diddy, since you were his buddy too. It's all interrelated, isn't it? All interrelated in some sort of stew. We have to go beyond thinking in terms of, oh, she's a hussy. Oh, she's trapped by her hubby, and he has no respect for women. No, he has 3 daughters or 2 daughters, right? 2 sons. And it's just showing you how it's done. How it's done. How it's done. And again, fooling the masses who think that what they see is actually human. Is she a clone? Is she, no, is she a robot? Is Ye West's wife a robot? A robot, a sex toy, a sex robot, a sex working robot. Why not? Actually, why not? Right? Why not? It's not inconceivable. It's not far-fetched. Business-wise, it's a good deal. It's a good deal. This is what you get. There's no hiding. This is what you get on this model number. See the backside, front side, side view, lateral, posterior, and what's the other word? Posterior, lateral, and I forget. Anyway, sideways, we said that. Lateral and frontal. This is what you get. little hairs, little goosebumps, a little of everything. Okay, take these 5 cards here and maybe, which one? This one. Okay. Okay, we have judgment. Judgment. That means if you can, you could see, this is checking out this one, the 5 of Swords. This is very, almost like a, you got to pay the man. You got to like get out of, it's your out of jail card. We have judgment, very legally fulfilling. And all these cards the same one, just to take a quickie. Now, we have judgment again. 2 judgments. 2 judgments. Justice and judgment. It sounds like he had to do this to keep himself out of the clink with Diddy. If he agreed to make a purchase towards this, to go ahead along with his scheme, then he would stay out of jail. And he would also bring in some revenues. Who else could do this but Ye West and his missus, right? His missus, a sex robot. They already got you plied for drugs and booze, and of course the sex. But here comes something, a machine that you don't have to, get involved with that much, but just do the deed. Here we have a 7 of coins. 7 of coins is the appraisal. How much is this worth for you to get out of the 5 of Swords? Right? 2 justice cards, business deal, contract, and terms. Here we have the 9 of coins. 9 of coins. Good show. The Grammys. And we have the 5 of coins. Well, we'll just have to see how many people pick up, or how much of the Brenda model is being sold. This is something that, okay, so maybe you're being known as a leerer and a jeerer, whatever that word is. If that is a word. You know what I mean? If you're looking, you leer at women. There was not necessary for the clone to leer at the robot. It was like, damn, that's a fine piece of work. Type of attitude. Excuse my French. But anyway. And the other thing we have is, we have the 4 of Cups. Well, the 4 of Cups, this could be like to see how it goes, to see if anybody caught on, and if the if factor. This 5 of coins and the 4 of Cups are the if factor. Did it work? Did it get sales? Did it get people involved in the sex clone? And until it's proven, well, the fact that he did participate in it, that he had no choice. However, we had the evaluation and we had the presentation. So first of all, we have a situation, the 5 of Swords, right? That means you're being persecuted. You're being held. And then we have justice and we have judgment. Legal terms. To see how you would, this is the deal, Ye West. This is the deal. And we have the 7 of coins and the 9 of coins versus the 5 of coins and the 4 of Cups. The 5 of coins and the 4 of Cups. Is it a sale or is it not a sale? Is it a sale or not a sale? People buying it? Well, they saw it. So basically, they're just going to have to make some arrangement to see how they did a good performance. They came in there with their furs. They came in there with their nudity. They made the appropriate gestures on stage. And it was in terms of marketing, in terms of robot dealers. This is the new level of sex robots that you could get. What better? What better? Now tell me, Mystic Moon listeners, is this entirely blown up? Is this entirely inconceivable? Or does it make good capitalistic brain sense to, if you're going to sell sex toys, sex robots, why not see how viable, see everything. Everybody can say, that's good, that's human, that's it. And pretend the narrative, the story, the drama, and the drama. All right? Otherwise, you could say, oh, poor soulless entities. No, that was business. That was a business deal. Well, any comments are worthwhile. And if you have something to say, oh, no, you're wrong, please put it down. But it is, cloning is reality for, I don't know, 50 years. Who knows? Probably longer. And robots, they've been doing robots for a long time too. And don't tell me they look like what you see being advertised, because they don't. And they just couldn't help themselves with the Grammys of showing you just what you can get for the right price. So that, I say, it was the Mr. and Mrs. Clone and sex robot. But the basic thing was to sell this sex robot wife. Why else would she be bare naked? To show you how good the model is. How good, how covered, how realistic our services are, our products are. Yes, we have manufacturing in this country, and look at it. So, that is Mystic Moon's reading on Mr. and Mrs. Marketing Grammy USA. And if you think, as I said too, thumbs up if you like. And if you can think of something more to the subject, please contribute. All right, thank you very much. I'm going to go now. And until the next time we take an investigation, we explore the feasibility, the reasoning of things. Remember, we're not going to tell you everything they do because it breaks the spell. This spell of illusion. This spell of I know and you don't. So until the next time, Mystic Moons is signing off from these treetops, cat meows, and otherwise mysterious. Until the next time, bye-bye.